So, Mark, were these the guys involved in that accident? Could these be the passenger and the driver from the car that crashed? Copy, Mark. Copy. Dude, you are the man. If anybody can pull it off, you can. They haven't lit him up yet, but gosh darn it, they should, because he is speeding, driving without his lights on, and he just entered the carpool lane at a non-designated spot. All right, thank gosh. Flood, just so you know, when this goes, we're the only ones here. And Desk, I'm leaning on you once again. I kind of been away from the scanner. Are they still on the brown? Gigi, you rock. We are Glendale. Yes, Glendale. Approaching Pacific. All right. Oh, yeah, he knows he's there. He was hauling butt. I like it that he keeps using his blinkers. Go, sir. Go, go, go. Thank you. Hey, if you're on the internet watching us right now, I'm kind of multitasking, but what we're watching is a vehicle that was involved in some sort of collision up on Angeles Crest earlier today. Now, when I say involved, not meaning it may have physically hit something. There we go, going across a gore point, and it looks like we're going to be joining the 5 freeway. Now, this car fled from that accident. I'm trying to get this all out on the internet before we go live on 9. You guys can watch it on 9 here shortly. But basically, it was involved or at a car accident on Angeles Crest earlier this evening. CHP rolled up. They wanted to talk to southbound 5. Wanted to talk to this person. When they did, this car just took off. They did chase it on Angeles Crest for a short amount of time. We are going to be southbound 5. I would call this, we're getting back into Los Angeles area. I'd call this Los Feliz area. Why I'm changing up my speeds is I'm talking Los Feliz, yes. I'm talking to several different people. You can't hear them, but believe me, I can. You can see California Highway Patrol now with lights and sirens, officially in pursuit. Where I was going with this internet, folk, is that this vehicle took off. There was a chase up in the hills. They backed off because it was up in the hills, dark, curvy, and possible icing conditions. But this vehicle continued to taunt officers. Now they picked them up, or they did pick them up on the 210 La Cañada. Now it is officially a pursuit. Southbound 5 freeway, approaching Los Feliz. California Highway Patrol in pursuit of that Toyota Camry. Lights are off right now. We know 2 people are inside. The reason? They wanted to talk to him originally. That's all they wanted. They wanted to know what they knew about that accident. The car took off, and it's been basically cat and mouse chase ever since. If you are listening on the net and you are local, turn on Channel 9, because I'm telling you, we'll be there in just a minute. Yep. I don't even need the scanner right now. When it switches to the black, though, I'm going to have issues. Or the blue. It might be on the blue. 10 seconds away. Who are the anchors? Who are the anchors? Elsa. Okay. All about the Elsa. Southbound 5. Crossing the 2. Well, we are in the Los Feliz area. We just passed the Glendale off-ramp, southbound 5 freeway, 2 CHP units in pursuit of that Camry right there. You know, this is a pretty interesting story. Sometimes these pursuits real cut and dry. Cops get behind them, turn on the lights, the guy runs. Maybe it's stolen, maybe it's not. This one, kind of odd. We've been listening to this for some time. It started up in the mountains, Angeles Crest. There's an accident. A car went off the side of the road. California Highway Patrol went there to investigate. This car was there. They're not saying it was involved. They don't see any damage on it. One of the officers from the California Highway Patrol approached the vehicle. Just wanted to ask him, what do you know? What's going on? The car took off. There was a chase up in the hills. Now their desk or their bosses basically said, guys, too dangerous. Dark, icing conditions, 2 lanes. The car using all 2 lanes up there. Too fast. You know what? Just back off. So they did. But the car made this big U-turn, basically went by the crash scene again. Officers followed it. Look at this guy right now on the 5 freeway in the emergency lane out there, kicking up a lot of dust, passing all these vehicles there on the emergency lane. Anyways, they picked it back up. They saw the car on the 210 freeway. They just kind of let it go, but then they picked it back up on the 210 freeway, and then the chase was on. Car's got its lights off. We know there are 2 people inside of it. Look at this. Emergency lanes getting very close to other cars. California Highway Patrol in pursuit right now. The reason? They just wanted to talk to this guy because he was at an accident scene. We're in the Los Angeles area right now, probably going to be the Atwater Village area, approaching the 110 freeway. I got to do some magic up here with my GPS, but I will give you our speeds. I can tell you Sky 9 right now is going to 92 miles an hour. So we're doing 92, and we're basically tracking this guy. So just think he's probably upper 80s, about 90 miles an hour. This guy driving like crazy out here, back in the emergency lane. You can see all that debris coming up behind those tires. Almost looks like he's got a flat. We know 2 people in the car. We understand the passenger may be a female, but we do know there's 2 people in there, the driver and 1 passenger. Lights are out, extremely high speeds, sharing lanes out there. Yeah, you know, that might be legal for a motorcycle. Don't think it's so legal for their vehicles. You know, no, Elsa, and that's what the really odd thing is. They have the license plate. That's how they confirmed that this was the vehicle. California Highway Patrol, you know, they're officers of the law. They follow the rules. Their boss said, back off. They backed off. The car actually apparently went back by the scene. And they just kind of followed but backed off. But look at this, 90 miles an hour, just got that confirmed. And look at him in the emergency lane, passing vehicles out here, southbound 5 freeway. Not sure if we passed the 110, but we're right in that area. We passed the 110. So we're coming up to the 10 right now. Car is really, really moving. California Highway Patrol, I've been so focused on that. We've got 3 of them behind them right now. Car's got the lights off. Apparently just the running lights are on right now. That's the reason why we don't see any tail lights. But this car, extremely fast this evening, and it's an older Camry. I guess it's probably early 2000s. But at any rate, 2 people in the car. Was at an accident scene where a car went over the side. That's all we know. Officers just wanted to talk to this person, and now it's a full-on chase. This guy is endangering many other people out here on the road today. 2 people in the car, California Highway Patrol right behind them, and we're continuing southbound on the 5 freeway past the 10. So we're going to we're about the East LA interchange right now, so we're going to see some mixing it up out here. Hopefully there won't be any accidents. Well, you know, we counted 3, but there might be some other ones. There we go. There's a 4th right there. And, you know, there are more and more coming out here. One of them, the original one from the Altadena area, stayed behind this car for some time, just kind of tracking it. We followed along. We were watching it. They didn't have their lights and sirens on, but then the car started driving extremely erratic, kind of what we're seeing right here. Multiple lane changes out here on a transition road, southbound 5 freeway. We're going to be making that turn right there through that transition. The car continues to weave between the other cars out here. Very, very dangerous indeed. Going across a gore point. Not sure if he's still on the 5 out there. It sounds like we got onto the 60 now after that crazy move right there. 60 eastbound, going to be in the Boyle Heights area. I would think that's where the interchange is. As soon as we clear that interchange, he's going to be on that big straightaway. Kind of curious where it's going to go. Hopefully nobody's going to get hurt on this. Looks like we're getting off. Well, you know, all those kind of questions are still right now is just basically what we've been listening to and hearing. We can't get a lot of that confirmed. We do know LA County Fire was out there. Looks like we are getting off the freeway out here. Understand that we might have been on the 10 freeway. I heard the 60. There's the sheriff's helicopter. Boom, that light is on. That's going to start helping some of those people out. The pedestrians running across the road right there, a woman and a child. You know, that's, you know, even for that driver, no matter what the want or warrant is, he's got to be able to see that kind of stuff, and maybe some common sense will come into this play. Looks like we're making another turn out here. We're going to start getting you some street names. We're in the East LA area. Sheriff's Department overhead. We're in a residential neighborhood. Not sure if this is where the plates come back to. California Highway Patrol getting a little bit closer now, running stop signs through this residential area. The original want, all the California Highway Patrol wanted was to talk to the driver. Wrong side of the road. Wrong side of the road. Oh, wait. Through Indiana. You know, he's going 70 miles an hour out here on these surface streets, just across Indiana. Still trying to get the exact street that we're on right there. But he's been making all these extremely dangerous moves out here. California Highway Patrol still right behind him out there. They've got the lights and sirens. They've got the trained drivers. This person right here, not trained, running red lights out here, one after another. 70 miles an hour on this road. We're going to try to get it. We know he crossed Indiana. Thought he was on Indiana there for a little bit. Coming across, back across the 5 freeway, as I understand it. He was on freeways earlier on. Seeing him, maybe he's trying to get back onto the freeway. That was the 5 freeway right there. Not making any attempt to do that, staying on surface streets. So the next one is going to be the 710. But this vehicle, whoa, whoa! See, that vehicle probably right there just doing what he would, run through the red light. Oh, it just makes your heart stop when that kind of stuff happens out there. Anyways, 2 very, very close calls right in a row. You know, that vehicle moving over to the right there probably saw the reds and blues, probably heard the sirens doing what he was supposed to do, and this car comes right along and basically almost clips it. We didn't see any contact, but then when he ran that red light, car not even slowing down out here this afternoon. Extremely dangerous. We saw some close calls. Another it was a green light right there, but you can see the cars getting over. A lot of traffic out here, and this continues on these surface streets, extremely high speeds. Olympic, on Olympic. Olympic and Goodrich. Yes, we got really great information. People who know the streets out here. It's a red light coming up, red light and cross traffic, and we're on Olympic right there. Went through another one. That one is a little bit, we've saw some tighter ones, but this car not even slowing down. Not even slowing down and passing on. You know, this is the kind of stuff that we've been seeing, and you know, they just get more and more outrageous, and it's just taking more and more chances out here. Worried about the public just watching this. I mean, it just brings ice water to my veins, especially when, you know, officers may have lost him. In that turn right there, the helicopter overhead, I'm listening to the Sheriff's Department, is trying to talk to the California Highway Patrol right now. They missed him on that turn. So he's in a residential neighborhood right now, but the helicopter's still overhead. Hopefully, this will slow him down a little bit as he runs through another stop sign out here, residential neighborhood. So many close calls this evening. This car continues to drive, 2 people in it, another sharp turn, hitting the brakes, didn't make that turn. And the door's open. Looks like he almost took out his passenger there. Not very well planned. But, you know, this is still, the vehicle's continuing, that passenger running. We're going to stay with the car right now. The helicopter is going to keep an eye on that passenger that jumped out. But you see that not planned and very dangerous. You know, sometimes we have a little less, you know, caring when a suspect gets hurt, but they're still human beings. They're still people. Officers from California, all the officers that we know actually worry about their people that they're chasing out here. That goes through their minds. They're worried about the public. They're worried about the suspects, and of course, they're also worried about their fellow officers. The car's kind of slowing down right now. Looks like we're going to be in an alleyway, possibly an apartment building area. Don't know if he knows where he is, but this continues to elude the officers. The helicopter overhead trying to guide in the officers right now on the ground. Back on Olympic. Back on Olympic. Your turn. Whoa! 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 Oh! Oh! There it is. He's out. Don't think I ever saw anything like that before. We're on Olympic. He's running there. He's going through those houses, working his way back out towards Olympic from the alleyway. Officers from the Highway Patrol not in the area right now, but that sheriff overhead, oh yes they are. Oh yes they are. They're right there. The officers are getting the information right now, working his way back again, doing like a zigzag. He's going to actually basically be running back to where those officers are, trying to jump that fence. Better driver than athlete, that's for sure. There we go. Officers from California Highway Patrol right behind him. Got, you know, when we see them running through these yards, I'm always thinking somebody's dog is going to take them out. This time, not happening again. Kind of confused, a little lost right there. California Highway Patrol just making their way into that alleyway, into that backyard. Other ones, one house over. Same plot, wrong side of the road, working his way back out on the street. Up, 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 down. Oh, there we go. You know, no, they're not. There he is. He's right there in our shot. Still kind of dancing around out there. Back on Olympic. Here they go. Here it's going to be up, up. It's going to be right in that front yard for sure. There you go. Out there on the sidewalk. And it's over here on Olympic this evening. Nobody got hurt. Somebody's car is going to be flipped over, though. Tree. He flipped over an SUV. Yeah. Yeah.